Oh my. Oh. No, don't cover. No. Uh, hey, what's up, guys? I was just staring at the moons tonight. There's three of them. All right, so today on NTE, I really want to talk about the console cartridge module system because it's a little bit confusing. Not a lot of people truly understand it. People are still making mistakes, myself included. Before making this video, I was doing something really dumb, and I don't know why I did not figure that I could just add more stuff. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the console system. Let's go. There's some flaws to it. It needs to be explained, and I'm gonna give my oh my, this outfit is W. The zipper. Yo, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. All right, so consoles. Before the animation. All right, before we get started, consoles in this game is basically the artifact system in other games. It's equipment, the armor, it's the accessory system. It's basically stuff that you equip on your character that makes stat go up, make character better. That isn't a weapon because the weapon is the arc. Also, before we dive too deep into the console stuff, let me just first point out that depending on the character, the shape of the field of your console will be different. What do I mean? Like this one is like I don't know what you call this, but it's like this. And then for this character, it's different. Actually, it might be the same. But this one is different. This one's like a boomerang, a batarang. See, like it's a weird shape. This one's the same as the other one. This one's like a Y. This one's a square. You guys know what I mean, right? Depending on the character, the field, the size will be different, which will limit what you can put in there as well. So here we go. Equipment. In your console, there's a cartridge and a module. The cartridges it's basically like an armor set that you equip, but it's only one piece. But then, depending on what modules you put into your console, you get a certain effect to work. So right here, I put in the game cartridge called Street Boxer because it has Lakshana damage plus 10%, legendary increased crit chance by 14% if it triggers Remora or Stain. It's 14% for 20 seconds. I feel like this should be higher. Yeah, I feel like they made a typo here. It's like 28% or something like that. But I digress. So what kind of cartridge are you supposed to use for your character? Obviously, it's stats that's related to the character that you are equipping the cartridge on. As you can see here, this one gives you Lakshana damage. And if you don't know what the Lakshana damage character is, you just click info. It says Lakshana right there. It's the one with the yellow thing that's like a star diamond. This guy is also Lakshana. So yeah, that's how you know the damage or the type of damage your character deals. Some characters have two different damage types like Fadia, which I explained on the Fadia best build video. But for Hathor, if you go to her skills, it's purely Lakshana, Lakshana, and Lakshana. So yeah, obviously that's why the Street Boxer works for her. That's why you're using this one, because it gives you a boost on the stat. Now, the Perfect Cartridge would be a main stat attribute that is either general, meaning to say attack, damage, crit rate, depending on the character, HP, or the best stat would most likely be the character or the damage specific stat. In this perfect scenario, it would be Lakshana damage. As you can see right here, this one is absolutely cracked as a blue. Unfortunately, it's blue. If it was orange, oh boy, this would be a god roll cartridge because it's crit damage, damage, attack, crit damage. It's insane. This is like a really good cartridge if it were the highest quality, which is why I'm using it, even though I have these ones, which is a purple, a higher tier quality. But as you can see, the substats aren't as good. This one's decent, but look at the main stat. It says anima damage. It's going to be useless because I don't deal any anima damage. You don't want useless stats on your cartridge. Remember, Lakshana for Lakshana characters, Lakshana on the bottom, you want Lakshana on top. If it's anima on the bottom, you want anima on top. It's that simple. Now let's talk about the modules. The modules, there's two things that you have to look at when you're deciding what kind of modules you're gonna slot into your console. Obviously, the cartridge set bonus tells you what kind of pieces you need to put in there, but what the game doesn't really tell you or doesn't point out is this info right here on the top left. Increase attack by 10% for each Type 3 module equipped. Now, what is a Type 3 module? A Type 3 module is basically a module that has 3 squares in it. So this one has 3 squares, that's a Type 3. This one has 2 squares, that's a Type 2. This one has 4, that's a Type 4, right? This one has 3, even though it's a different shape of this one, it's still called a Type 3. So, when building the modules or slotting in modules, you want to set up your field or your field wherein you can put as many Type 3s as possible while still trying to fulfill the necessary requirements on the bottom portion or on the set bonus. So in this scenario, I was able to do it. I was able to fill up all the squares and put in 1, 2, 3, 4 Type 3s, which gives me an additional 40% attack, which is great, while still fulfilling the legendary or the set bonus requirements. Now, I made the mistake, and you'll see it on my other character. I thought, like for this one, for example, I thought that you could only put in 4 pieces. For some reason, I don't know why, my brain just didn't put it together that you could just put in as many pieces as you wanted into the console. So like for this one, it's a great example to show you guys. I could actually fit in 1, 2, 3, 4. I just gained an additional 1, 2, 3, 4 times 6 is 24. I just gained an additional 24% HP that I didn't have because I did not fill up the space. So guys, remember, you're not limited to 4, you can just fill up the whole space, but you have to arrange your field or your blocks in order to fully maximize your character's bonus up here. So right here in total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6. That's 36% bonus HP just by fulfilling the field, and I still get the full bonus of mental damage, and wearer grants 12% mental damage. This is a really strong one. This might be the best one. Yeah. Alright, so that's the whole console cartridge thing. Remember, one more thing. Let's go back here. Modules also have their own set bonuses, or not set bonuses. They have their own sub attributes and main attributes. The main attributes for modules are a little bit simpler. They're always going to be attack and HP on the main, and depending on the number of squares, the stats are higher. Like compare this 2-piece with a 4-piece. The 2-piece, two 2-pieces will give you 12 attack, correct? Right? I'm not dumb, right? It will give you 12 attack, but if you compare it to this one, a 4-piece, it gives you 13 attack. It's higher by just a little bit. And the stats down here will also be higher than two pieces. So depending on how you build your character, you might be better off with a 4-piece or a 4-piece instead of two pieces, depending on what shape you can fit into this thing. I hope I'm a little bit clear with my explanation, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is, right? But most likely what I did right here would be the best. Okay, so obviously, depending on the character, you want the substats to be whatever the character needs. Like this character needs HP, it needs attack, it needs all the good stuff. Crit, that would be the best thing that you do for the character. So that's where the fun comes in, if you ask me, with this game. The console is the one where you could tweak a lot of things. It's the min-max portion. It's the grind portion of the equipment set outside of course, the arc. There's a lot of things to do in this game. So this leads me... Oh, by the way, if you're wondering where to get more modules, you just click console and then click rewind. It is really important to learn too. Depending on, you do some activities that give you these coin thingies with the carrots. These are the bronze carota. You put in, you select this thing, and then you get like 10 pieces of blues. I'll just show you guys for an example. Bing, 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 boom. There you go. I got a bunch of these things. That's actually pretty cool. These things are rare to drop. So yeah. Then, if you go to normal, it uses up the silver currency. Now here's where things get more interesting and a little bit easier, but then it costs quite a little bit more. So if you're a gambling man, you go with random, but if you want a specific, especially for the gold ones, the gold coins, because they're going to be harder to get, you're going to want to customize by module. The way you customize by module... Alright, let me remove all of this just to make a good example for you guys. When you're getting your first gold set, you're using gold coins already, you can see the sets right here. Like Street Boxer is one of mine. You can select this, that, and you'll most likely get a full set ready to go that's gold for your character. The thing is, you don't know the stats on it. It might all be poop. One of it might be good. And you might have to re-roll. This is where duplicates come in. First, I want to show you the cost of a full custom versus a full random. Right? So this is a full custom with everything with different pieces. It's going to cost you 800 silver coins. If it's random, it's 600. Right? Now, if you want to duplicate some stuff, let's say I want 2 of these and then 3 different ones. Confirm. It becomes 1,000. Duplicating costs more. Oh, my bad. I repeated this one. If you're just duplicating one, and there we go. Confirm. It becomes 900. Now, if you're duplicating a bunch of them, let's say you could just do like a bunch of these. Like let's say you want to do this. The cost of it is going to be insane. But you will get 8 pieces of that. But it's going to cost you 3,600. That is a crazy amount. But if that's the only piece that you need, especially let's say you're min-maxed already, that's the only piece you need. And you need one that's cracked. That's the amount you're going to have to spend. So I truly believe, now that we know how to get more modules and how to use the custom one, I truly believe that when you're spending, oh my god, the moon. When you're spending your pixels, this thing, the best thing in the future, once you're hunter rank 30, I think the best thing that you can do outside of your weekly anomaly pilgrimages, and I guess if you want the arcs, if you want to gamble on arcs, would be spending it on consoles. And you go to the rabbit hole. We'll teleport there just to show you guys. Everness to Everness. They should like make this a nicer loading screen, right? Am I the only one that wants like a better loading screen? It's a small thing. Alright, here we go. Rabbit hole. At difficulty 2, you get a bunch of purples and this thing. Once you hit Hunter rank 30, you unlock the gold stuff. It's still harder to drop this. It's not a guaranteed you're gonna get this thing. It's still by chance. And also, this is also by chance. But I think if you're gonna go run or you want to spend these things outside of your weeklies and your arcs, the console might be your best bet. It's a safe bet to spend. If you don't know what to spend on console, especially once you're past Hunter rank level 30. I am level 27 because I am not I'm not spending much on this game. I did spend a little bit, but not a lot. Like, I'm a very light spender. Right, so that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like for them. Double thumbs up! And of course, subscribe to the Morph channel because I'm gonna bring you guys some more NTE as the days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and then we'll compare it side by side to Ananta. Which one is better? Well, now, until Ananta's here, we won't know. And they're kind of two different games anyway. If you're waiting for Ananta, you're wasting your time. You're basically, dude. A lot of people are having fun in NTE. Don't be one of those guys that's like shit talking in the back. Yeah, but NTE is better. NTE, I mean, Ananta's better. But Ananta's not even here yet. So just play the game. Peace out.